will be to keep this meeting running smoothly. At this time, everyone present will remain muted. If you are called upon to speak, please state your full name and then your comments. If you are attending this meeting in the same room as a fellow delegate, please make sure that you are logged in under your unique invitation for voting purposes and keep all but one speaker muted to ensure the best sound quality. It is imperative that all delegates remain logged in under their unique invitation during the entirety of the meeting. Delegates will be given a set period of time to cast your vote. This period of time will be approximately 1 minute from when the vote is called. Mary Grace Harrington, President and CEO of Girl Scouts Diamonds, will start the annual meeting in 5 minutes.
Good morning. My name is Mary Grace Harrington, and I have the honor of serving as President and CEO of Girl Scouts Diamonds of Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Texas. Welcome to the 2026 annual meeting. Please join me in reciting the Girl Scout Promise and Law to remind us of our opportunity, our responsibility in service to the community and the world we live in. On my honor, I will try to serve God and my country, to help people at all times, and live by the Girl Scout law. I will do my best to be honest and fair, friendly and helpful, considerate and caring, courageous and strong, and responsible for what I say and do, and to respect myself and others, respect authority, use our resources wisely, make the world a better place, and be a sister to every Girl Scout. Our board chair will preside over the meeting. Please welcome the chair of the board of directors, Channing Barker, who will lead the 2026 annual meeting.
Thank you, Mary Grace. Good morning, Girl Scouts. I am so glad to be with all of you today and appreciate your participation and engagement in our annual meeting. As chair of the board of directors of Girl Scouts Diamonds of Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Texas, it is my pleasure to call the 2026 annual meeting to order. At this time, I would like to review the agenda with the voting delegation. 2026 annual meeting agenda. We will have the opening remarks, explanation of voting delegates, announcement of quorum, voting approval of 2026 agenda, audit report, financial report, presentation of slate, President and CEO remarks, closing remarks, 2026 annual meeting adjourned. Madam Chair, the agenda has been reviewed with the voting delegation. Oh, wait. Megan, I think that was supposed to be you. I'm so sorry, I just kept reading. All right, Megan.
I'm not sure.
All right. Apologies, Megan. If you would like to read that last part, then we can get back on track.
Madam Chair, the agenda has been reviewed by the voting delegation.
Thank you so much, Megan. The Girl Scouts Diamonds Council has a voting delegation that represents all of the governance areas in our jurisdiction. The voting delegates are comprised of board members, board development committee members, national delegates, and the council advisory team, also known as CAT. This collective group of people is the voice of our council, and this group is called the voting delegation. And they vote on the slate of board members. I want to thank all the voting delegation for their time and dedication to Girl Scouts Diamonds. Now we will move on to the business portion of the annual meeting. Tracy Long, Board Secretary representing the Midwest region, will now deliver the report to the quorum. Tracy?
Thanks, Channing. Good morning, everybody. It's my pleasure to be here with you today as we move into the business portion of the meeting. Madam Chair, there are 78 voting members as defined by the bylaws. 25% of the voting members are needed to constitute a quorum. Madam Chair, I'm happy to announce that we currently have 32 voting members present, which is 41% of the voting members, and I certify that we do have a quorum. Our bylaws do not require a minutes committee given the participation of our board secretary, a video recording, and a transcript to support the presentations and action items during the meeting.
Thank you, Tracy. We will now move into our financial reports. The Audit Committee Chair for the Board of Directors, Cheryl Dean, representing the Northeast region, will now deliver the 2025 audit report provided by our CFO, Adra Windsor.
Thank you, Channing. The council retained Landmark PLC, the same independent accounting firm used in prior years, to audit the financial statements for the fiscal year ending September 30th, 2025. Landmark completed its audit in January 2026 and issued an unmodified or clean opinion. This means that the council's financial statements present fairly, in all material respects, the financial position, changes in net assets, and cash flows of the organization in accordance with generally accepted accounting principles. In addition, the auditors noted no conditions that raised substantial doubt about the council's ability to continue as a going concern. At the end of fiscal year 2025, the council maintained a strong balance sheet with approximately 34% of its total assets in cash and investments and 59% in property and equipment, reflecting continued investment in council properties, including the commencement of the Burnham Woods capital project. Total liabilities at year end were approximately $1.4 million. This increase from the prior year was primarily attributable to the use of lines of credit totaling $1.2 million to support the Burnham Woods project. While this borrowing increased liabilities, the council continues to maintain a strong asset base with over $4.7 million in total net assets, including about $1.2 million in donor restricted net assets. The largest donor restricted balance continues to be associated with the council's STEAM campaign to renovate existing buildings, which includes a new workshop building. The council received almost $659,000 in contributions and grants, while investment activities generated $161,000 in net investment returns. The cookie program remained the council's largest source of revenue, generating net revenue of approximately $3.1 million and accounting for 71% of total support and revenue. Camp revenue, program revenue, retail, and fall product activities continue to provide important mission supporting revenue throughout the year. The council did experience a decrease in net assets of approximately $1.28 million during the fiscal year ending September 30th, 2025. This decrease primarily reflects continued strategic investments in property improvements, program delivery, and capital development, including expenditures associated with Burnham Woods. Council leadership and the board continue to utilize long-range financial forecasting and strategic planning tools to strengthen financial sustainability while advancing the mission of building girls of courage, confidence, and character who make the world a better place. Now, that's a lot of information, so I do want you to make note that the council's audited financial statements and the IRS Form 990 are available on the council website. Look under the Discover tab /Governance and Finance. Thank you.
Thank you, Cheryl. We appreciate your service. The Treasurer of the Board, Robert Clayton, representing the Central Region, will now deliver the 2025-2026 financial report.
For fiscal year 2026, the board approved an investment budget of approximately $573,000 to support the council's strategic priorities, including membership growth and retention, expanded programming opportunities, fundraising development, and continued investment in council properties. We are pleased to report that the council's financial performance is on track as anticipated, and we expect to end the fiscal year within the approved investment budget. The council continues to work diligently towards achieving its revenue goals across several key areas, including contributions, product programs, reservation revenue, and investment returns. While revenues from product programs, including cookie and fall product sales, remain below budget, the council successfully offset these shortfalls through disciplined expense management and operational efficiencies. The council remains in a strong financial position. Property and equipment values increased significantly during the year due to continued investment in the Burnham Woods capital project as well as strategic property transactions to support council assets. During the year, the council utilized the line of credit to support construction and renovation efforts at Burnham Woods. This line of credit was fully repaid in May 2026, following the divestiture of certain properties, a strategy approved by the board to invest resources into other council properties. As we look ahead to fiscal year 2027, the board directors and staff remain focused on a budget that advances our strategic vision through continued emphasis on fundraising, membership growth, customer service, and market presence. These investments will position the council to further its mission, deepen its service to girls, volunteers, families, and communities, and ensure long-term financial and operation stability.
Robert, thank you so much. I'm pleased to share several key milestones from this year. We completed a 3-year strategic plan for FY 26-28, aligned with GSUSA's Vision 2030. We completed construction and renovation projects at Camp Burnham Woods and celebrated the opening of the Inspiration Hub at Kelly Cabin, the Discovery Art Studio, and the new wood shop. It was a delight to see so many of you there. We disposed of 2 properties, long closed properties, and retired short-term debt. We realigned our organization by embracing contemporary GSUSA staffing models, outsourced some core functions, and leveraged technologies to accelerate our fiscal stability. We launched a property study with GSUSA property consultants, Newmark, to fully evaluate the state of wilderness properties, girl programming spaces, and staff office spaces to better inform a long-term strategy for our property. We completed a listening tour with service units to connect, engage, and better understand just how we can improve communication, tools, and resources to serve the girls and the volunteers. These accomplishments and so much more are the result of a dedicated staff and leadership team who live out the Girl Scout mission, vision, and values every single day. The board is deeply grateful for the energy, creativity, and unwavering commitment to serving girls and volunteers across our 79 county footprint. I will now present the slate of board members. I would like to extend my sincere thanks to the board members who are on the Board Development Committee for their dedication and thoughtful leadership in identifying and presenting qualified, exceptional candidates for all positions on this year's slate. I would also like to express our sincere gratitude to all current board members for their dedicated service throughout the 2026 fiscal year. It is now my honor to present the proposed slate for the FY 27 Girl Scouts Diamonds Board of Directors. The Board Development Committee has nominated and slated the following candidates to be elected to the Diamonds Board of Directors for the 27-29 term. Priscilla Barnes, Central; Mandy Allen, Central; Yvette Allen, Northeast; Latricia Stubbs, our Junior League of Little Rock ex officio member. In addition, the following board members will advance to their 2nd or 3rd term: Channing Barker, Robert Clayton, Tracy Long, Deanna Ray, and Cheryl Dean. The responsibilities of our board of directors include governance, fiduciary oversight, and long-range sustainability of the council. Board members are charged with preserving Girl Scout principles and values, fulfilling the Girl Scout mission, ensuring the work of the council is funded, and preserving the integrity and identity of the Girl Scout movement. The responsibilities of the Board Development Committee members are equally important as they provide support, training, recruitment, and succession planning for the council. Both groups integrate their work to provide the best policy and governance leadership for the council. The commitment and dedication of our board and board development committee members is remarkable. The fiscal year 2027 slate is committed to doing their best to represent the membership of the council and keep the interest of the girls foremost in the words and actions. The motion to approve the fiscal year 2027 slate comes from the committee and does not need a second.
Thank you, Channing. At this time, I will allow 30 seconds for the voting delegation to share a question or comment using the chat feature.
Madam Chair, there are no questions or comments in the chat. With no further questions or comments in the chat, let's move forward to the vote on the fiscal year 2027 slate. Delegates, a poll will appear on your screen momentarily. Please choose the appropriate poll response on your screen and click Submit to lock in your vote. All in favor, please signify by choosing aye, and all opposed indicate nay. I will give 1 minute for the voting to be completed. Voting may commence at this time.
Thank you, delegates. Voting is now closed. Madam Chair, the voting is complete and the ayes are the majority.
Thank you, Sally. The motion has passed. Congratulations to our new board members. You will receive your Girl Scout membership plan pins soon, and we hope you will wear it proudly as a member of the largest girl organization in the world. We also want to extend our sincere gratitude to Margaret Bell Hughes, Dale Murphy, Vinamish Carr, and Angela Shirey, whose terms have come to an end or personal and professional commitments have made it necessary to step away from service. We wish you all the best and hope you will remain part of the Diamond Girl Scout family in the years ahead. I want to also extend gratitude and thank you to our Board Development Committee for your thoughtful leadership in helping us identify new board members. At this time, I would like to introduce Girl Scout Diamond's President and CEO, Mary Grace Harrington.
Thank you, Channing. As we reflect on the past year, I am filled with gratitude for the resilience, commitment, and belief in our mission that have carried us forward together. This has been a year of significant change, and while change is rarely easy, it is often necessary. Throughout the year, we made difficult but intentional decisions designed to strengthen our organization, improve our operational effectiveness, and ensure the long-term financial stability of our council. Every decision was guided by a single question: how do we best position Girl Scouts Diamonds to serve girls today and for generations to come? Our staff, volunteers, board members, and supporters embrace these challenges with courage and determination. Together, we evaluated our resources, adapted our operations, and focused on building a stronger, more sustainable foundation. These efforts have allowed us to improve our financial position, sharpen our focus, and create a healthier organization prepared to meet the opportunities and challenges ahead. As we look to the future, I am optimistic. The work accomplished this year has established a solid foundation from which we can grow. We are entering the next chapter with greater stability, renewed focus, and confidence on our ability to advance our mission. While there is always more work to do, we are better positioned more than ever to invest in our programs, support our volunteers, and expand opportunities for girls across our council. Thank you for your trust, your partnership, and your unwavering dedication to Girl Scouts Diamonds. I can't miss an opportunity to share a little bit about last week's activity. More than 10,000 girls, volunteers, council leaders, delegates, and supporters gathered in Washington, D.C. for the 58th Girl Scout National Council session and the Girl Scouts Unite convention. It was an inspiring reminder of the strength of our movement and the power of Girl Scouts to shape our future together. One of the most important aspects of the National Council session is the democratic process that allows delegates from across the country to discuss, debate, and vote on proposals that guide the future of Girl Scouts. This year, delegates considered significant measures that will be incorporated into the GSUSA bylaws, including expanding significant fundraising opportunities for girls by allowing all girls who are pursuing bronze and silver award projects to raise funds and accept in-kind donations, a privilege previously limited to gold award projects. Delegates also approved a very important measure, establishing a 15% cap on the percentage by which GSA membership dues can be increased without bringing a proposed increase before the National Council for discussion, debate, and a vote. Beyond the business of governance, the Girl Scouts Unite convention provided an exciting look into the future of the movement. Attendees were introduced to the new national brand position, Girl Scouts Her Way, which reflects our commitment to ensuring that every girl can experience Girl Scouts in her way that meets her unique interests, her unique goals, and her unique aspirations. This week was a powerful reminder that even as we navigate change at the local level, we are part of something much larger, a nationwide movement committed to preparing girls to lead with courage, confidence, and character.
Thank you, Mary Grace, and to the entire staff at Girl Scout Diamonds. With no further business, I officially call the 2026 annual meeting of Girl Scouts Diamonds of Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Texas adjourned. Have a great day.